You substitute, in a way, the word, sustainability, meaningfulness, and beauty. You do a new Vitruvian triad. maybe each 100 years we should renew this triad. My past scientific education at MIT, I just found my artificial intelligence notebook from '77 book I had. And I remember I read in '73 a book by the Club di Roma of MIT people, was called The Limits to Growth, which stimulated me to go to MIT. So actually I applied there because of, in a way, their preoccupation. So I consider myself not a last minute, project person. On the other side, I think you have today what I call memes, like words which start to, there's a Dan Sperber, he wrote a book explaining culture and naturalistic approach. He talks about the epidemiology of the representations and the contagious of the ideas are contagious. For example, the word resilience I used to use back at my MIT times, which actually words of physics. Now I don't use it anymore, not because it's a bad word, but because its viral diffusion got it meaningless. I think the word sustainability got there. In a way, is one of the most used and abused words. The object it is talking about is of course the crucial one of our century, but the word itself does not mean anything anymore. So pedagogically, I think that we should all be very involved in the issue of sustainability in our little dimension, but what will make the numbers of the world is not us, I think, at all. So I think we should distinguish between personal engagement and let's say efficacia, real impact of what we do. Yeah. And this is something is always, we continuously mixed up the personal engagement with the effects of it. Going back to your question, I think so we have to reason of how the building industry or design is related to a whole society. So the issue of the consumption of natural resources like that should be addressed in a much more global way and in much bigger numbers. The question, what will China and India do? Not even the USA, or Europe. I mean, one city I've recently been to Yanqing, and it has 30 million inhabitants, and Denmark has 5 million inhabitants. So one single no-name city in China has 6 times the inhabitants of a small European country. Okay. I believe that architecture is a phenomena. It has to function on many levels at the same time. This morning I was talking to my own students, and the reduction in a way, I think my friend Peter Wilson said, Vitruvius says, firmitas plus utilitas plus venustas, and where utilitas is in a way function, let's say for a moment, responding to function. And the functionalism, in a way, everything reduced to function. So like once you get the function, the rest will come on its own instead of being a dialectic. The problem today, I think that when we talk about beauty, it's different to talk about beauty in a classical world where the issue of beauty is taken back to the idea you have shared codes. So Vitruvius or whatever other neoclassical manual, Paul Valéry used to say, academicism is in a way an attempt more or less good to have shared aesthetic values. Whenever I find myself in a jury, I wonder, I'm in many architectural juries, I wonder, is it what I'm saying something referring to shared values, or is it just my opinion? So is a jury representing some kind of shared thought, or basically it's an assembly of 8 or 10 people, each one raising their hands and say what they think about the world. It's a difference, you know. So do we represent some shared values? In this sense, the idea of beauty, the post-romantic idea of beauty is different than the pre-romantic in terms of, you know, common values. You know, when you get to subjectivity, you can, everybody likes the word beauty, but then that was it. About meaningfulness, that you find me a bit more, you never get out of my mouth which one I prefer, but I'm saying, to me, meaningfulness, it also implies the other. What we can call material culture is something which is done by individual, but in sort of semi-shared collective state. But if I talk about meaning, again, you should be worried about what you want to say, but also what the other guys understand. So the issue of meaning in a complex way comprehends some kind of shared language. Otherwise, you would always go back and say, what did you mean with this world? I meant that. What did you mean with this word? So in a way, thank God, we have some conventions. Let's say a social contract about meaning, even if today, maybe you can play with words. So I think architecture, I don't know if architecture is an art. If it is, it's a public art. You're not there controlling your public. In this sense, architecture is planted on the ground and is heard or seen by people you don't know. That's the main point. Did I respond to your comment?
Fantastic.